Today we are starting the next topic, that is array and structure. Actually, array and structure are interlinked. In this topic we are going to learn that how we can use the array inside the structure or array while making the variable or the object of the structure. So first of all we are taking the example of array inside the structure. Let us suppose that I am taking one example to make you understand. I am taking a structure by saying struct is a keyword, and I'm saying marks. So one structure marks is created. Inside that we are having a different data type. We know that structure is a user defined data type, which is the combination of system defined data type. So integer we are using, let us suppose that we are using roll number, and we are taking one more, that is float. Now float subject I am taking, that means only one subject we are talking about. But if I say subject 3, now this is the array inside the structure, means we are taking the 3 subject marks of a student. So there we are ending. Now let us suppose that the object which I made for the structure is stu. So with the help of this stu object we are going to take out the members of structure. Now there are different ways to take out the input for roll number and the subject. We are going to check out. First of all, we must know one thing, that there is one block assigned for the roll number. So roll number is having only one block, but subject is having the 3 blocks, because subject is the array and this array is inside the structure. So there are 3 blocks, and we know that these blocks start with the 0. So 0, 1 and 2, these are the index values for subject. So subject is the array inside the structure. Now if I have to take the input for these, then we know that we are going to write, let us suppose I am taking the input. So maybe I am assuming there is some void main. Now inside this main function, if I have to take the input, then I will say scanf. Then if I has to take the input for the roll number, then percentage %d for the integer value, comma, to access the roll number we has to go via the variable. So stu, so we will say stu dot roll number, and because it is the input, so one and is applied. So this way the input is taken. Now interesting thing is that in the subject we are having 3 subject. So there are 2 options with us. One option is we can take out a loop, or we can take the single element. We can say that stu dot subject 0, stu dot subject 1, stu dot subject 2. That is one possibility. Or we can take out the for loop also. If I say that I am taking the input one by one except the for loop, then what will happen? We will simply say scanf percentage f for the float. Now address of, to access the first element we will say stu dot subject 0. So we will write here stu dot subject 0. Well, this is not a good method. I must use a for loop, but I am making you understand what is going. Then again we will write scanf percentage f for the float value, address of stu dot subject 1. So there, with the help of this 2, we are going to access the first element. Then we can say that scanf percentage f for the float value. Then we are saying and stu dot subject 2. So we are taking the value of 2. So with the help of that, we are going to take the value of 2. That is one method, but this is not very good method because, say example, the subject is having 10. So 10 times I will write the scanf. No. The for loop is available. So I am modifying this portion and writing the for loop. So this particular part, we can remove it. And instead of using this part, we will simply write for I is equal to 0, I less than 3. We can also write I less than equal to 2, both are the same thing, and I plus plus. Yes, we have to declare the I before doing this. Inside that we will simply write scanf percentage f for the float value. Then we are saying address of stu dot subject. Now in the subject we are passing the I. So here if we are passing the I, the value of I will become 0, 1 and 2 while running the loop, and it is equivalent to the previous statement. Now afterward we can use the same lines for giving the output, and before that we should write int I because we have used the I. Let us suppose that we have given some kind of input. With the help of first line, we have given some of the roll number. Let us suppose 101. So this 101 is stored into the roll number. Let us suppose this for loop we are giving the marks of the student, and the marks we have given are, let us suppose 99, 97 and 96. So these 3 marks are given, 99, 97 and 96. Now we have to display it. It is very simple. Simply we will write printf. So we will write printf. The first we are going to access the roll number. So we will say printf percentage d comma stu dot roll number. Again we have to display the complete array, means 3 elements we have to display, and we know the for loop is the better option. So we will use the for loop. For I is equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus. Now here we will say printf percentage f. Now we will write stu dot subject I. So the value of I will go from 0 to 2 and all the values will be displayed, and the main bracket will close here. So this is the way we are using the array inside the structure. But it is not only array inside the structure. We can use the array while making the variable of the structure. So now we are learning how the variable can be used as a array. So now we are learning how the array can be used as a variable. Means while we are declaring the variable of the structure, how we can take out the variable. So I'm taking one example to make you understand. We are saying struct, that is a keyword for declaring a structure, student. Let us suppose that we are declaring a structure student. Inside that I am giving char name. So one character array we have taken which can take the 10 size of the name. Then we are taking int marks. So integer type marks is declared. Now we know that if I say stu as the object, so one object is declared. But what if I pass the array here? If I say stu2, that is very interesting. Two objects or two variables are declared and they have the independent values. To understand this, I am giving you the explanation with the help of the code. We should know one thing, that whenever we are saying stu2, that means there are two elements inside, means there are two variables are declared. One is stu0, because if I start with 0, it is 0 and 1. So once stu0 is declared, and for that there is name character type array is there, which can store the 10 elements. So that is name, assuming it can store the 10 elements starting from 0, 1, 2 and 3 up to the 9. So this is the 9th element. So 10 elements it can store. Now marks. So there is one marks is also there. So one block is declared for the marks, and that is for the stu0. Similarly, there is one more stu1. So there will be stu1 also, because you know that it is an array of two elements, stu0 and stu1. So stu1 will also be having the same memory, which is having the name, having the different spaces, and this is going up to the 9. And also it is having one block for the marks. Means we can conclude that if I am saying stu2, that means there are two students whose name is there and marks are there independently. Supposing that stu0 is some person Ankit, so name is Ankit and marks are 99, and stu1 is some other person Varma. That one is having the name as Varma and marks is having suppose 97. So independently two students are there. Now how to access these elements? I am writing the code for that. Let us suppose that we have to access these members. So I am taking a small piece of code. Let us suppose void main is there. Now to access these, we know that there are two options. Option number 1, I can access with the help of the array element. Let us suppose that I want to take the first name, so I will say scanf, then %s for the name. The name don't have the address, so now we have to access the name. How? With the help of stu0. So here we will write stu0 dot name. Again I have to access the marks, so I will say scanf %d for the integer, and because I am taking the input, and we are taking stu0 dot marks. So here we are mentioning stu0 dot marks. Similarly, if I have to take the other student, which is student 1, so I will write scanf %s for the student name. Now stu1 Dot name, because that is another student whose name is there. So we will write stu1 dot name. Similarly, we can say scanf percentage d for the integer value, address of stu1 dot marks. So here we are writing stu1 dot marks. So this is how we can take the input, but you can see that stu0 stu1 repeating again and again. Why again and again? We are having the for loop, we should use it, because there we are taking stu2, there can be stu20, so 20 times we will write it. No, so there is another option, we can replace this code. So this code can be changed with a simple for loop. So instead of writing this, we will write for, we will declare the I is equal to 0. There are two students, so I less than 2, I plus plus. We will change the stu0 with I, so we will write scanf percentage s comma stu I. Now this I will become 0 and 1 depending upon the for loop dot name. Similarly, we will take scanf percentage d comma and stu I. Now this I will become 0 and 1 for the values of I, and dot marks. So this is where we can take the input. Now if I have to take the output, that is very easy also. First of all, we have to declare the int I, because we are using the int I here. So we will write for I equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus, and then we will write printf percentage s, and now for the printing also we are using, so stu I dot name, and then we will write printf percentage d for the integer value, stu I dot marks, and we are closing the void main. So these are the two options by which we can use the array with the structure. In the first option, we have seen that array inside the structure, where we have taken an array as the element of structure. In second option, we have declared a variable as a array, means we can take out the multiple variable. Now remember one thing, if you are using a array in variable, then that means the number of the elements of array will be the accessing copies of those particular data elements, because you can see that 2 are the elements, so 2 time name is declared, 2 time marks is declared. So let us suppose that the first name we are saying assuming ABC, and the marks are suppose 91, and similarly in the name we are having VER, and suppose marks are 97. So these two can be taken as the input and the output. So this is how we can use the array and the structure together.